We will try today to work on a yoga sequence that it's designed to take all the tools that we have in yoga, or many tools that we have in yoga, to boost our immune system. I hope that you will enjoy it. Okay, if you have any questions, you can put a comment down there. I would be happy to reply to you. Enjoy. So the first pose that I would love to do together today, it's a thumping your thymus. Okay, so you can take your hand in a fist, and as you do that, place that hand right between your heart and your throat, and you simply start gently just kind of tapping on your chest. You inhale and exhale, and again inhale and exhale. We know about thymus gland that it's one of the most amazing glands in our body, because it is a type of a gland that produces T cells, and those are white cells to fight any viruses, bacteria, even cancer. And so we really like to a little bit more activate this region and make the thymus gland really active. Take a nice long deep breath in and out, and then relax your hands, and you might feel that the region is a little bit more warmer, that you have created the heat, not only from the sensation of tapping, but really engaging the blood flow in the gland creates a sensation of the heat. I would like to introduce you to two other areas in the body. If you put your hands, so that the thumb, second, third, and fourth fingers are together, you can find a place that is right in the middle of the collarbones and about 1 inch below them. And you can tap this region as well. This is a place of a lot of lymph nodes. And lymph nodes are very important for our immune system. And so we want to really make sure that the fluid is really going through, the limbs, and that it's not stale. And just like this, a little tapping and breathing again in and out for 30 seconds or so can really beautifully awaken that region. Wonderful. And then I want to bring the attention all the way just kind of where your rib cage is, just below your breast, and just nicely tap that region as well. This is connected to your spleen, and again, it's just really important to stimulate this region, because again, it's a center that produces and helps the lymph nodes to work much more efficiently. And again, you breathe in and out, and then exhale. Wonderful. So those would be activities that I would suggest to do on daily basis. Now the second thing is, if you want to work on your immune system, it's really great to work on a chest openers. So I would suggest, if you can have now 2 blocks, you can place one block this way and the other block a little bit on its tallest size. And what you will do is, you will place that first block right between your shoulder blades, and then the second block is supporting your head. And then you can keep your knees bent, relaxing your arms alongside of your body, and simply you can stay here for up to 5 minutes. We will stay today for about 1.5 minutes or so, and I will ask you to simply breathe in through the nostrils and breathe out, relaxing the shoulders, breathing through those nostrils. Easy breath in and easy breath out. And you can feel that beautiful expansion of the rib cage, which is really really important for immune system to keep the lungs in tip-top shape, and any chest opening and deep breathing exercises or intentional breathing exercises can be very, very helpful to us. So nice inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. And eventually you can extend your legs in front of you. The toes are pointing toward the ceiling. And then you can also take your arms all the way up and back behind your head. If your shoulders really like this and are capable to do that, you can also lower the size of the block, and that will help you to really broaden a little bit more through the chest. Again, if that is possible for you. If that doesn't work for your neck, if you feel restrained, just keep it on the tallest size of the block. Few more inhales and exhales. Grounding through the heels, through the calves, through your buttocks. Another 3 deep inhales and exhales. And then slowly, gently relax, release your arms, bend your knees, and slowly roll onto one side. And come to a sitting position, any sitting position that is comfortable. I will scoot a little bit just closer to you because we are going to do a breathing exercise that is going to help us a little bit to expand through our breathing system here. We will breathe in about 1/3 of our lungs and pause. Then we will do a second third and pause, and third and pause, and then simply exhale all the way down. So we are breathing in and out through the nostrils, okay? So breathe in just only 1/3 and pause, and again, and pause, and last one, pause, and exhale. Let's do it again. Two more. 1/3 and pause. 1/3 and pause. And last one, so you are really just kind of on the top of the inhale, and exhale naturally. And again, inhale 1/3 and pause. Inhale and pause. And last third and pause. And exhale. Then close your eyes and just simply notice the change in your body. You feel your chest a little bit more opened. We will do this again 4 times. So after next exhalation again, breathe 1/3 in and pause. Another third, and last one, and exhale. 3 more. You can see how each time, the chest is expanding at the rib cage. And exhale. And one more time. And exhale. Another pose that would be really wonderful to do is Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound ankle pose. Again, pose that really beautifully opens the chest. If you have a yoga bolster, you can use it. Otherwise, you can use 3 blankets to be stuck on each other. I do have a bolster here, so I'll show you a little bit how that would work with the bolster. You take bolster and you place it lengthwise on your yoga mat. And then as you do, you just kind of lift it up slightly for your head. And then what you can do is you can have a couple of blocks to help you to support you on the sides. And you bring the soles of your feet together and you bring yourself really close with your sacrum to the bolster. And then as you do that, you can use the block to support your outer thighs, and therefore you can relax and release through those inner hips, and then gently come back. And then if for some reason your chin is going to be way too high, toward the ceiling, you don't want that to shorten your neck, and so you might bring a little bit more of support from another blanket to help you to feel more comfortable. For me, I feel this is just about the right for me, the soles of the feet together. And we can do the same pranayama, the breathing exercises we did just a minute ago, so that you breathe 1/3 in and pause, another third and pause, and third and pause, and then exhale. Let's do it 4 more times. Inhale and pause. Second third, third, and exhale. One more. And then stay there, just take a few inhales and exhales. Notice how the chest is beautifully open. And again, you can stay in a pose like that for 5 minutes, even 10 minutes. You can take it as a one pose of the practice. This is a beautiful way to expand your lungs, open up the heart center, and again, stimulate that thymus gland. And then when you are done, you slowly place your hands on the outside of your thighs, bring the knees together, and again, gently roll onto one side and come out of the pose. Another great pose that I would suggest for boosting the immune system is an inversion, and very simple inversion would be downward facing dog. So you can even use a bolster to support your head to do that, and that way you might actually be able to stay in a pose for a little bit longer. And it's really nice because it just kind of, again, flushes the lymphatic system. It's always just kind of, really good to be able to do some inversions for, really making our immune system stronger. So I would just bring the hands, forward, just like you would go to downward facing dog that you are familiar with, and then simply rest, the forehead easily, where the bolster is. If you feel like you might need more, maybe blanket on the top of it because your head is not easily, touching the bolster, of course, you can just kind of, grab a blanket and place it on the top, ribs in, and nicely lengthen. You can start with your knees bent to get a little open up through, those hips. And then gently, nicely, you can extend, and again, breathing in and out. So this is wonderful. If for some reason your shoulders really are impacted and they have some,
injuries going on, then you don't have to do pose like this. You can actually come to forward Uttanasana, forward bend. So that would be a pose when you don't have to bear a weight of your body on, you know, your arms, and you would simply come forward and relax and release this way. And you could have a support, you know, from the blocks, okay? If you are still in downward facing dog, please just stay in the pose just for a few more deep inhales and exhales right here. Very nice. And then slowly, gently transition all the way down into the child pose. You can place the bolster on the sides and just simply relax and release in the child pose. And child pose is wonderful too because it's just really a pose that helps us to relieve the stress and help us to feel more grounded. And again, nice long deep breath in and out. And again, you can stay longer than a minute or so. And then gently, nicely come all the way back. Now the last pose that I would like to do is a shoulder stand. I know that some of you might not be able to do shoulder stand because you might have some neck and shoulder issues. So I will show you a little bit of modification to it. But for those of you who love to practice shoulder stand, what I have is I have 4 blocks, and they're kind of rather larger blocks. They're, you know, available online if you are interested, you know, to have them. And I create a platform, okay? And then I place about 3 blankets on top of it. So it looks a little bit just kind of, you know, like this. That I place just blanket on the first, you know, layer, second layer, and then the third layer. And then as you do that, then you can have also a belt to help you to keep with your elbows in one space. Let me just kind of get one just to show you. If I would use a belt, I would try to create a loop that it's about shoulder width, okay? And then what I would do is I would just nicely place it right there, you know, above my elbows, okay? So I want to show you a little bit what it looks like when I would go to the pose. And you can see that I created quite a high platform for myself, and it's because you really don't want to have it as a neck stand, but more as a shoulder stand, okay? So I start about an inch away from the edges of, you know, the blanket, and then I gently just kind of, you know, nicely, and I have to actually belt back behind me, otherwise that would not work so well. So nice as I'm here, nice as I take just kind of my body all the way back, and I'm making sure that I am on the top of the shoulder blades and my neck is completely relaxed. And as I do it, then I take one leg at a time, and voila, I am in a shoulder stand. And you can stay here, you know, up to 3 minutes in a pose like this one. And it's wonderful. You can do some combinations after a minute in a pose, one leg at a time going down, then the other one as well. And then you can stay all the way in plow pose, just like this. Just easy breath in and out. And you can see how pose like this would be activating the thymus glands. And again, plus it's an inversion. So it's a really wonderful pose. This is my most favorite from all the poses and most powerful I feel for my body to boost my immune system. And then as you stay for, you know, about another minute or so, if you wish, slowly then we will be coming down. And as you do, what I would suggest here is Then you place your hands back behind your knees and the chin is close, just kind of, to the body, and then slowly you come down. And as you do, I usually relax on that platform so that you can see that the back of my head is resting easily on, that surface that I created for a shoulder stand. Now, I am aware of the fact that some of us might not be able to do a shoulder stand, so if that would be the case, what you can do is a pose that is called Viparita Karani, and that's a pose that is as like a half of a shoulder stand. You can do it close, to the wall, where you would just bring your body sideways and then gently roll your body back and then press your back of your body just nicely on the yoga mat. The sitting bones are about 1 inch or so away from the wall. Arms are relaxed. Again, if you need a little bit of support back behind your head, you can do that. And you can stay here again just for 2, 3, even 5 minutes. You can skip the shoulder stand and that can be your, pose. So as you would be staying in a pose like this one for 3 or 5 minutes, then you can gently slide your legs and then gently, nicely come to sit up. And of course you want to finish and close your practice with Shavasana and relaxation. And you can again stay in relaxation at least 3 minutes. The best would be up to 20 minutes in Shavasana. I hope that you have enjoyed this little practice that is really focused on boosting our immune system. Let me know how you like it. There are many other poses that we could do, but I just have chosen these few with some breathing exercises, and I hope that you will enjoy it. Let me know. Namaste.